Uh, okay, a little bit late, but better late than never. So, good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
Cruel, how are
afternoon.
you?
I'm very well, thank you. Very well. I managed to have a nice
Uh,
little walk in the afternoon without getting blown away.
there you go. Willie, have you slept up pretty good?
Yeah, I got a few hours. You know, 2 or 3 is always nice.
Cool.
Good morning, everyone. Like and subscribe. Hit the
Yes,
bell.
like and subscribe. I have no slideshow because my whole week has been shot in the ass. So, I never got the ability to do a slideshow and or work on a intro. So that's why we're not doing an intro today. So
I'm
fuck
going to
it.
go all Trade Federation. This is an outrage.
Yes,
This is impossible.
this is an outrage. But yeah, so I'd invited a couple other people on. One of them was Gobby, but he's still not feeling very well.
Right.
He can't
Get well
talk,
soon.
and so he'll probably be watching, hopefully, and I hope he gets better and has a good weekend.
Indeed.
And I invited somebody else. I invited Problem Being, but he had
Ah,
told me yesterday he was actually in the middle of doing some painting inside his house. He was just going nuts, repainting his walls and stuff. So
oh well.
he's busy doing busy work.
Good luck with that.
So yeah. So the theme of today's stream is about car problems and problems with auto repair. And I'm sure that Willie, you've probably had experiences at some point with cars taking a shit or other things.
Yes, because I'm
Because
a
I sure
certified
have.
mechanic. See, I went to school for to be a mechanic. I just never did it. So I mean, the latest things I've done is like harmonic balancers. Like within the last week,
Uh,
uh, harmonic balancers, gaskets for oils, oil changes, brake pads. Uh, yeah. So like when it comes to vehicles, I've done complete engines, body work. I think the most recent thing I've done. You know how in Arizona, Wookie, the headlights get all that sun fade and they get, you know, and
yes.
then you either have two choices: you replace it, or you got to pay somebody to sand it and
Yeah.
make it new
the-
again.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what? It doesn't look that hard. I'll just do it myself. So I think that was and it actually came out really, really good. And it's very simple, but with any mechanical type thing on a vehicle, patience, time, tools, because you got to have the right tool, and a
Yes.
manual. That's the way I've
Yes.
always done it. You always need a good. I was talking. I hate this. I was talking to my wife this morning, and we were talking about the stream and about how vehicles they used to come with a manual, not the manual that we have now, but an actual manual that told you that showed you how to adjust the valves. It showed
Hmm.
you how to check tire pressure. It was an actual owner's manual.
Hmm.
And nowadays, because people have become so reliant on the computers that are in the vehicles, they don't do their basic maintenance, make sure they have the right.
Yeah.
They wait till the machine tells them that they have low tire pressure before they check it.
Right.
They don't check their, the basic maintenance has been removed from a vehicle in trust of a machine.
Yeah.
And nobody really thinks about that, you
Right.
know,
No, you're right.
because if something happens to a car, what do most people do? Nothing, because most of them are just like, what do I do now?
Right.
A lot of situations because they don't troubleshooting is not taught anymore. I think
Yeah.
we've all had a person in our life that has showed us some mechanical. My dad was the person. He showed
Yep.
me how to do brakes. The Corel, no, no one showed you anything.
I mean, I can do the water, I can do the scooters, I can do the tire pressure, and I can pump them up and all that. But you
But
know,
that's what I'm talking about.
you know,
The basic
oh,
maintenance
Yeah.
kind of stuff.
aye,
Yeah.
and
Basic maintenance.
check the oil and all that. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Basic maintenance.
They don't even teach that anymore. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I mean, they used to do it in schools, if I remember.
Yeah. Auto shop.
Yeah,
Yeah,
auto
probably.
shop. You
Yeah.
know,
Auto shop. Yeah.
so I I'm weary about also going into like a person doing self maintenance because I've done it for so long with my
Yeah.
vehicles. I'm not very big about taking my vehicle to a place.
Mhm.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Don't blame me.
It's like the dealerships. I'm so hard. The dealerships will rip you with prices, and although it's the dealership, they're gonna
Mhm.
rip you. And then now you gotta go to a mechanic, some guy that you don't know whether to trust or not, but because he's gonna give you a better price. Oh, I can get the part here or there. You don't know whether it's original
Right.
manufacturer's part or whether it's I hate to say it like this, but a Chinese knockoff, because that seems where we can get the parts nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so I mean, as a person who does their own work, I believe that you should use original parts on a vehicle, especially like Range Rovers, vehicles like Range Rovers, Land Rovers. You know,
Yeah.
they're weird with their electrical components if you put something outside of the norm.
Right.
You know, but anyways, I went into a rant about mechanics because I love that shit. But one
Well,
thing I
no,
do suggest, everyone should get themselves since all the vehicles are electrical now, everybody should get themselves a tester, something that
Yes.
they can plug themselves to the vehicle. Because I mean, what are you going to do? Most places in the United States, like AutoZone, where they sell vehicle parts, you can drive your vehicle there and they'll plug it in the machine, and
Yeah.
they'll do it for free
Yeah.
to show you a diagnostic of your vehicle.
Yeah.
But what
Right.
happens
Postcode.
but what happens if your vehicle's not running? You
Right.
know, I have one, but mine is I paid a lot of money for mine because I want to know everything that's wrong with my vehicle, and I also want to order it from there. Little add-on.
Mhm.
But no, I those are things I do believe people should know. Get back into the basics of understanding how their vehicle runs and just basic
Right.
troubleshooting. Anyways,
Yeah. Yeah. So
you're next, Wookie.
I'm next. Yeah, no, that's kind of the whole premise of this is because of my experience which started on Sunday. And I was telling Cruel about this. I'll go through the whole ugly version again here through the end. Started Sunday, and I had planned on doing a tire rotation. So I was going to take the front passenger tire off, and switch it with the rear one because there was excessive wear because my car needs an alignment, but I can't afford alignment, so I'll just go pull. I was keeping an eye on the tire. It's still okay, but you can't keep it on the front any longer because it will start to fail. So I pulled it off, and then I decided, well, I'll put the instead of putting the back tire on, I'll put the spare on the back and then put the back tire on the passenger side on the front, and then just stick the worn tire as my spare for the time being. And the spare tire was a full spare tire. It's not a donut. I got rid of that piece of shit. Lucky enough to get a rim and a tire for my car, this exact size. So I did all that. Also, when I pulled the front tire off, I knew I was going to. I have a I have a 5 lug hub. So about a year ago, one of the nuts or the bolts snapped when I was trying to take it off, and apparently that's become a very common occurrence with a lot of cars because the steel that I think that's being used is just that shit steel they get from China.
Yeah.
So, but being I had this knowledge about the time that got snapped off, I had also bought a replacement with the lug nut. And I'm like, okay. And I figured I've been carrying it in my toolbox in my car for a year. I might as well put it on since I'm going to take the tire off anyway. So I went and I was kind of concerned about the lug nuts on all 4 tires. So when I took the rear tire off, I was very, very careful to make sure, and I'm doing it by hand. Was making was kind of hoping that it wouldn't have any issues taking those nuts off and snapping another stem. So took them off. Hey, no problem. Okay, cool. Put the spare on it and put it on and had no problem. Then I got to the front tire and I was taking it off, and I got 3 of them off, no problem. Number 4, snap. I'm like, shit. but I knew I had that other stem and nut, so I'm like, okay, I'm fine because with 4 you can it's still going to be safe to drive with the 4. So I ended up knocking both ends of the bolt out of the hub. I had to take the brakes off the calipers and also pull the rotor, and then was easily knocked out the the 2 bolts, and then I was able to put the new one in with some help from a little bit of WD-40, and was able to seat it in there flush in the back, no problem. Put everything back together. Put the rotor on and the calipers and the brakes and the whole thing, and checked it out. Okay, it's fine, no problems, right? Put the tire on and everything, and I greased the living shit out of the inside of those freaking nuts though too. So to make sure that they wouldn't seize up again. And so that was fine. I put everything on, lowered it down, knocked all the blocks out from underneath of it, got my compressor, checked the pressure on all 4 tires, especially the new one I pulled off, or the spare, because I knew it'd been under there for a while and hadn't been messed with. So I had some normal leak, over time. And so I pumped it up and checked everything else. Everything was fine, as far as the air and everything on the other tires. Went to get in the car, started up, and it wouldn't start. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? What now? And I knew there was a problem earlier in the day because I'd left in the morning to go get something, and then I had a hard time starting the car. So when I came home, I was gonna, I didn't think anything of it. So I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? My first thought, I'm thinking the worst case scenario. Oh fuck! Don't let it be the freaking alternator, because I've already replaced the alternator in this car myself. About 3 years ago, I did that, and so I'm thinking, oh, don't be the alternator. So I get out, I'm taking a look, and I was going to clean the battery anyway because I had excessive corrosion on the terminals and on the terminal blocks and stuff. So, come to find out, there was a little bit more corrosion than I thought. Well, my thinking is well, that amount of corrosion is probably the battery's shot, and it was. At the end, yeah, in the end, it was found to be dead. It was completely fucking dead. The wife had gone to O'Reilly's, picked up a new set of terminal blocks because the ones that were on there were no good. So I had to take them off. I cleaned the leads from both the red and the black. I cleaned them off so you could see the bare copper again, and hooked the new terminals on, thinking that was the problem. But of course, in the end, it was the battery. Hooked the new terminals on, still nothing. So I'm like, oh fuck, it's got to be the battery. So Monday morning comes around, and I text my boss and I say, I'm gonna have to be late today starting out. I got to get a battery. I'll let you know when I'm back out in the field. And he's texted me and says, okay, just let me know. Keep me apprised. All right. So I go down, and we bought the battery in the car was bought at Walmart, and there's a Walmart by my house, and that's where we bought it. So I scrounged out the receipt on Sunday night, found the receipt, get the battery, take the wife's car over to Walmart when they open the TLE, the Tire and Lube Express, and they open at 7 a.m. So I go in there, and the guy is real helpful and everything, bring the battery back. He says, well, let's check it on the meter. Throws it on their thing, and it's dead. Like completely fucking dead. I'm like, okay, not thinking anything. Okay, great. Great. Do you have one with the same amperage? So he goes in the back and he grabs one and he says, yeah, it's just a new model of the same battery. So it looks a little bit different. And it did look different. And so, but it was the same amperage. I'm like, okay, cool. So we do the transaction. He basically, I brought my battery in, so they waived the core charge. Basically, it canceled it out, and so I just paid for a battery. It was like $64 fucking dollars. Like, okay. And then of course now the wife also bought the set of the new the cable connectors, you know, for each post. So that was another $12. So I'm into this like basically $77 basically. So I'm in a rush. I get home. I jump out, pop the hood, throw the battery in the box, start hooking up the battery, and the motherfucker starts arcing. I'm like, what the fuck? The terminals are arcing. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Then I stop, pull them off, and I'm looking, and I'm going, son of a bitch. The battery is a reverse battery. Instead of the positive being on the right-hand side or being on the left-hand side of the battery, it's on the right-hand side of the battery. If you're looking at the battery, and it depends on your perspective too. So basically they switched the positions of where the poles were for how my car was set up, because the negative or the neutral, the black wire, the black connection is at the front near the bumper, and it's set sideways. So the neutral's in the front, the positive's in the back. Well, they switched it. So it's what they call an R. So it's right hand or reversed. So if I put my battery in that way, it's the other way around. The positive's over by the negative and the negative's by the positive. Well, I didn't catch that in time.
Yeah.
So I arced it. So I pull the battery out, flip it around, wrestle with it to try to get the frickin' terminals to reach. Got it on. Now the lights came on. So I had a dome light. I had the idiot lights, the dashboard, the radio, even the headlamps would come on. You could turn them on and off and all that shit. Couldn't turn it over. I'm like, son of a bitch. So I call the boss, or I texted him and I said, hey, it's something more than just a battery. I'm not going to be able to, I got to figure this out. He says, okay, well, just let me know what's going on. And hopefully you can find out what's going on with them. Okay. So I have a multimeter that my father-in-law got me for Christmas last year. So I was going through the car, pulling up apps or pulling up YouTube videos and all this shit. And I'm coming up with the conclusion that, well, maybe this car has a fusible link or some sort of master circuit breaker to protect the computer system. And everywhere I was looking that it should be on the car. Now, mind you, there was no video I could find that said specifically for my freaking car that there was a terminal, that there was a fusible link. So I'm just looking in all the right places, but I'm checking connectivity with stuff. So I'm checking the alternator. So is there power getting from the alternator from the battery to the alternator? Yes, there's a connection. Okay. So the red wire that leads to the alternator, so there's no break in that wire. And I was checking the negative. And okay, and that's usually just a ground basically. And then I checked all the fuses in the fuse box and the relay box. Well, they're all together. No fuse was popped. So all the fuses were connected. All the high amp fuses were connected. All the relays had connectivity between their poles. So there was continuity, I should say. So I checked all the relays. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I spent almost the whole day Monday trying to figure this shit out. So finally I called a mobile mechanic that we had used once before, about a year ago or so. And he was real helpful, reasonably priced guy, very knowledgeable guy. And so I called him again on Monday. He said, yeah, we can have someone come out on Tuesday. And we could have him come out. He'd be there around 10 o'clock. I'm like, okay, cool. So I take the wife's car to work. I'm all over frickin' town on Tuesday. Wife texts me, hey, the guy's here. He's looking at it now. I'm like, okay, cool. About a half an hour, 45 minutes later, she goes, he still can't figure out what's wrong with it. I'm like, oh, fuck me. So noontime comes around and she's like, yeah, he can't figure it out. I'm like, is it Rigo? Is it the guy? Is it the main guy? He says, no, it's one of his worker guys. I'm like, oh, okay. So we get and then the worker guy is in contact with Rigo, who's the main guy, the owner of the service. So Rigo makes arrangements to come in that afternoon. He's going to come out, and he's in Mexico at the time. So he comes out right after I get home from work. So I'm out there at about 2:30 ish. I get home, and he ends up showing up about a half hour later. And but the guy, his worker who was there in the morning, said that there's going to be no charge for my visit because I can't figure out what's going on. Rigo will be in, and he said because he's going to be bringing all this diagnostic stuff, it's going to be basically double. So he was going to charge $60 for a labor charge, and it was going to be $120 when Rigo showed up for if he can find out what's wrong with it. If it's not, if you can't, then it's not going to be anything. So he spent 2 hours here. So yeah, $60 an hour. So that's 2 hours of labor. Basically he had all kinds of electronic devices. He had a code reader. He had all kinds of meters and computers, and holy shit, dude. He opened up the trunk of his car and he had like a fucking Radio Shack in there. So he goes through, and he had a friend of his with him who was helping him. And he tracked down where my car's computer is located. My car is 2006 Chrysler Town and Country piece of shit. But it used to drive, so it was okay. So he found out where the PCM is located. It's called a PCM on this car, power train computer, whatever the fuck it is, right? It also called an ECU, electronic something unit, computer unit. So he tracks it down, he disconnects it, and then he does some diagnostic tests with it disconnected through the circuit box, through everything. Then he hooks it back up, and he does a bunch more he goes through the exact same testing again. And so he said, that's your problem right now, is your PCM is shot. He said, so what it seems like it happened was when you arced the battery, it affected the PCM.
Surged it, maybe.
Fuck. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. It affected the PCM because there was no fusible link or master breaker to protect it.
Right.
A lot of cars, almost all the cars nowadays have that. They have either a master breaker, which is like an 80 amp little device, or they have what's called a fusible link, which is basically a wire that does the same thing. Mm-hmm. But some cars, it's conspicuous where they have the fusible link, and in other cars, you have to hunt for it. But in this model car from this manufacturer, they never put either in on several years of cars, not just this one. And this is what I was hearing from the mechanic. He was telling me he's got somebody else that has a Chrysler 300 that's having the same problems, and it's a newer model.
Yeah.
So, but it's newer than mine. Let's put it that way. And as far as the model year. So I'm like, fuck. So he says, yeah. He said, okay, so I know for a fact it's your PCM is affected. It's that's where the problems are stemming from. You're going to get lights. You're going to get the lights. You're going to get the dashboard lights. But any of the other indicators that are controlled by the PCM, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. And then he said, if you can even find a PCM, you're going to have to probably get it through a dealer, and they're going to have to calibrate it or program it. I'm like, oh, fuck. So all I'm seeing at this point is fucking like the arrow going up in dollar signs right now.
New car.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty much what he said. He says, you can either scrap this one and get a new car, or you can hunt down a fucking PCM. Fuck. But he was 100% sure that the PCM was causing all the issues stemming from my exuberance to get the fucking battery in to get the hell out of here.
So without
So,
that,
not catching it.
without the doohickey, then any electrical surge is going to fry the computer.
Pretty
Basically,
much. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
The most common electrical mishap that fries these computer systems is exactly what the hell I did.
Ah,
Somebody not paying attention and not realizing what they were doing and making sure that they hooked up the correct poles to their battery. This is what will happen. It will fry the computer. That's why manufacturers started putting in these fusible links or these extra main breakers, which is a little bitty dude. It's just a main circuit, and it's usually conspicuous where they put those too. And so that will basically stop the electricity from destroying any surge, and it will pop, and boom,
Yeah.
the connection is gone, and you've saved your computer and your fuse box. So that being said, he's like, okay, if you can find a preloaded one with your car specs, like basically it's a plug and play, then you can let me know and I can come in and I can hook it up for you. I've hooked up PCMs before. Different manufacturers or have subtle differences, but I can try to program it, or you can have the Chrysler dealership if they've got a tech on duty that can program them for you, but it's going to be a fuck ton of money. And that was his words exactly. Because the units go from a brand new unit, just a unit starts out somewhere around the $200 range, not programmed or nothing.
Yeah.
And it goes up from there. It goes up from there because then you're adding labor charges and all this other shit from a dealership. So you're looking, he even said something, I mean, so you could be anywhere between $200 and $1,500 very easily. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Somebody wants to make their money.
Yeah.
Somebody really wants to make money.
So I'm now during the course of this on Monday. During the course of this, my wife started looking up fusible links. And when he said the PCM, started looking up the PCM and ECU and all this other shit. We came up with two companies that do they will pre-program the PCM for your vehicle, your particular vehicle, based on your automobile's VIN number. So the VIN number, vehicle identification number, is like a fingerprint. So it's specifically for that car that was made that you have, and they can get the specs for the computer that was in your vehicle and ran all the options that your particular car had, so they can program them for that. Now, one of them that kept coming up, and I'm not going to use the names on any of these two companies, but one of them came up and they were offering $199 for the PCM plug and play with your vehicles. You have to send them your VIN number, make, model, year, okay, engine type, the whole 9 yards, so they can actually calibrate this to your specs. And we're like looking at it, and so they got 100% warranty and all this stuff. It usually takes about 2 weeks to get it back or whatever, up to 2 weeks, let's say. 100% money back guarantee. Well, after reading the reviews for this specific place, fuck no. These guys were reported to the Better Business Bureau over 100 freaking times in 2 years. Actually 200 times in 2 years. And just this year alone, they were reported 49 times.
Oh, it's a cowboy operation, is it?
Well, and then also the company has changed its name 5 times in 5 years.
Oh, that sounds perfectly normal.
Yeah. So we're like, oh, fuck no. It was all a customer service nightmare. So without going into further detail on them. So we found another one that came up. Actually was mentioned in one of the bad reviews for that company. So the wife looked it up. Okay. So she's looking at it, and she's pretty freaking meticulous with her shit. And being that she is a hippie and all, she is really meticulous. So she's checking this place out. She goes through all the reviews, good, bad, ugly. She
Mhm.
checks out their Facebook page because they reference that. She checks out their website. She checks out the Better Business Bureau. She checks out all these things related to this company. And the company responded to, I think, pretty much all the negative reviews. And all of their complaints, my wife was able to summarize this. All their complaints basically had to do with the fact that they never read they never read the freaking website's disclosure shit. If they would have read the disclosure shit, they would have realized they would have been able to avoid a customer service issue. Because one of the things that they ask for now, I couldn't get this information off the PCM because it is stuck underneath the chassis, between the chassis and the inside of the wheel well, the driver's side. So, and I failed to watch my mechanic because I knew he was under there. I knew he was checking it out. I knew he took the cowling off from underneath the protective plastic cover from the inside of the wheel well. So I never watched him. I just watched him from the opposite side of the car. Get out of his way. I don't want to be in the guy's way, right?
Yeah.
Like a looky-loo and whatever. But I should have actually been back there to watch him, how he took this freaking shit apart to get to it. Because I couldn't figure it out. I don't, and me, I'll break it before I take it off. And I didn't want to add cost, you know.
What's that? You use a hammer to get it off? Okay. Yeah, that would be me.
So anyway, on these parts, and you know this, Willie, they have part numbers. They probably have a UPC code with a part number on it or serial number, manufacturer number.
Yep.
And so the website specifically asks for you to provide, if you can, the part number of the part you have that's original equipment. Because they also showed under my car, my engine type, my year, and all that shit, they showed, what is it? 24 different part numbers for the PCM that was used in this car. And they said, please, if you can provide us with the part number, here's a list of all the part numbers, OEM part numbers that were used on your specific vehicle, because they had the VIN number too. So we put the VIN number in, we put the engine, all that shit, and they came up with these 12 different part numbers that were used by Chrysler in the manufacturing of this, well, of the model of car, not necessarily this specific VIN number. They couldn't get that specific, but in this year, make, and model and engine type, they had 24 different PCM models or parts that they used. 12 different part numbers.
Tricky.
So we're like, fuck, I can't do that. So, and come to find out, it was about $20 cheaper for these guys. They've never had a problem with they've been in the same location for like, I don't know how many years, 10 years. They've never changed their business name. They've always been the same business name.
Must be doing something right then.
Yeah. So I'm like, that's the difference between some shady outfit and an outfit that actually is, you know,
legit,
worthwhile, actually doing something. So we went with them, and the wife ordered the part. And here's the other problem. It's Christmas.
Nearly.
And here in the United States, next weekend, next Thursday, actually, is the holiday of Thanksgiving that we celebrate here. It's a national holiday. Okay. So basically, starting next freaking Wednesday, most of the country has it off.
I was waiting to say that. I mean, but normal business is closed then?
Pretty much. Now, some businesses are open on Thanksgiving Day. And the reason for that, most of them are retailers, because that Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, is nationally known as Black Friday.
Right. Yeah.
And that's officially the date of the Christmas shopping season, which begins 4 weeks of fucking nightmarish hell. if you work in retail.
Oof.
And some retailers about a dozen years ago or so started being open on Thanksgiving Day to try to get a jump on the Black Friday sales so that Black Friday is not that big of a nightmare. Because it is. It doesn't matter. It's a fucking hardware store, grocery store, freaking Toys R Us or toy store. All the department stores go nuts. It's freaking insane.
Did it work,
Uh
or is it still a nightmare?
no. I haven't got the part yet. We ordered it.
No, I'm
But
saying
it
the,
took
the
another
Black
day or
Friday
two.
sales
Yeah. Back. Oh, it did.
with them getting ahead. Did it work? Or is it still a
No,
nightmare?
not really. It didn't. What it did is it just pissed people off because
Yeah.
people didn't want to work. So companies like the one I used to work for would actually ask employees if they wanted to work on Thanksgiving Day. They could do a short shift. The store would not be open the store would be only open in the afternoons until the evening, or no, it would be open in the middle of the day for like about 6 hours,
Mhm.
and that's it. And they would close at night because people are having Thanksgiving dinner typically.
Yeah.
So they would close by 6 p.m. or some shit like that when they were open. So they'd open from like noon to 6 or 10 to 6, something like that.
Yeah.
And my company at the time would ask if you wanted to work Thanksgiving Day, your shift would be no more than 4 hours, and you would be making time and a half.
Ah, lovely. Yeah.
And then so I worked for the company for 7.5 years, and 6 of those years I ended up working Thanksgiving because I wanted the money.
Okay.
I needed the money. So, and it was overtime, and so I liked it. But a lot of customers and a lot of employees employers were having problems with it being open because people had families and things like that, and it kind of took away, in some part in retail, it took away from the, I guess you want to call it, mystique or excitement of the Friday shopping freak out.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, so but anyway, yeah, because you have almost like a half a week off, so there's no mail or anything like that,
Right.
So but we went ahead and we ordered it. I think my wife ordered it on Wednesday night. I think we ordered it Wednesday night, so hopefully it will be here. I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, after she did all her friggin' forensic science on this shit
Yeah.
to track down
A
this
full
shit, make sure that
investigation.
everything was on the up and up. So we were able to do that, and hopefully it'll be here probably Monday or Tuesday. And if it gets here Monday or Tuesday, and Rigo had said, there's the head of the mechanic who owns this company, that the mobile company, and he said let him know when I get it, and then if the company's worth a shit, he'd like to get their information so he could use them,
Okay.
because he's running into a lot of these things where it's either ECM or PCM needs to be replaced. Now, the one caveat to his examination was that he said he is definitely 100% sure the PCM was affected negatively by the mishap that I did. The problem is, without having a working, functioning PCM, he doesn't know, and he can't tell if the circuit breaker box was affected.
Oh no.
He won't know until the PCM is put in.
Right.
So, because all the tests he could do, he says he couldn't pinpoint anything in the box, but it's because the PCM controls everything that the box protects. So he doesn't know if the box itself was affected negatively until a new PCM is put in. So it's kind of like a crapshoot. And then I said, "Hey, can you kind of like, fabricate a freaking breaker in here? Like, you're the expert. Can you put a freaking fusible link in this car?" Oh shit, dude. So when it gets here, I'll let him know, and we'll have to make an appointment and pay him another service charge to put it in. In the meantime, the wife is extremely concerned because I'm driving her car.
What? She's worried in case you trash it.
Yeah, exactly. She goes, "Remind me not to have you do anything to the battery on this car."
Oh. Oh.
I don't know. But anyway, so the computerized stuff, like you were saying, Willie, it's just unbelievable. Because when I grew up in the 1980s, dude, in the 80s, I was tinkering around with cars with my dad. My dad was showing me, as a young teenager, we took apart a 352 Ford engine out of a 1959 Thunderbird Squarebird, 8-cylinder beast. The fucking transmission was as big as the engine is in my car right now. It was a straight 8, or not straight 8, but it was a forward-facing engine, so it was a rear-wheel drive, not a front wheel. It had a huge radiator system. We took the push rods out, took the heads off the headers, took the frickin' the pistons out, the crankshaft, the whole 9 yards, with the engine block still in the frickin' engine, or in the engine compartment. The only thing we couldn't do was the transmission, but we took the transmission pan, checked it for any kind of issues, and it didn't seem there was no shadings or anything in the tranny. The tranny still had some fluid in it, of course, so that was good. Manually cranked it so that we could run fluid through the system, oil, etc. Check the timing chain, not a belt. So yeah, and zero electronics. In a car, in an engine, it was just the engine, and that was it. It was a
Right.
gas engine, and we had taken the bumper off of this thing, and it was a solid piece of steel bumper, and we had it re-chromed back in, I think it was 1987, 86, 87. Re-chromed it. The thing took 2 grown men to carry this bastard out of the fucking garage. Okay, it was fucking heavy as hell. And we chromed it for, I think at that time it was like $350 the cost of chroming. Oh, but we chromed it. And yeah, it's just cars now, or just even when I had a 1980 89 Nissan Sentra. That was easy as hell to work on. You could get to everything. That's the one thing about it. You could get to all the things you needed to do, like to change spark plugs, to change the oil filter, the air cleaner, do your basic stuff, and I used to change the spark plugs all the time on my cars, up until the time where you couldn't fucking reach the 3 on the backside of the engine on an engine that's the front wheel drive, because all the front wheel drive cars are put in sideways, instead of front to back, instead of a rear wheel drive, unless it's a pickup truck. Even had a pickup truck, a huge Ford F-250, which I loved, but it was a monster. It sucked a lot of gas. Had 2 big 19-gallon fucking tanks, 4-wheel drive, and I actually was able to increase the gas mileage on it by about 2 whole miles per gallon, dude. That was big time. And I think you know what I'm talking about, Willie. I mean, to increase the gas mileage on a big ass fucking truck, is like major league.
It takes work. It takes work.
And I actually did it by sheer fucking dumb luck, but I loved it. But it was a beast. But the cars today, like even this car, it's fucking 16 years old, is with the computer electronics and shit. It's like,
Yeah.
not necessarily the mechanical side of it, outside of basic maintenance, but it's everything else that's controlled by your computers on these cars. And now
Yeah.
they're pushing these electrical vehicles, which are 1,000 times fucking worse.
And the computer goes
'Cause
your
it's
car-
just
your
one
car
big
goes,
fucking It's
yeah.
just one big computer.
Yeah, but guys, it's gonna save the environment. Let's
Oh well,
let's.
that's okay then.
I'm
Yeah.
all about. Let's forget about the gas
So-
now, guys. Look, we need to turn a leaf on on fossil fuels, and we need to do electrical. I'm all for electrical, guys.
Maybe we could
What
just
did you
like
say?
we could stick a big sail on top of the car and just wind.
Look, wind is even better.
I could
When-
stick my
You fucking-
I could stick my arse out the window and just flap my
Yeah.
way up there.
Well, you know what? It's
A
fucking
foul
methane,
wind this
isn't it?
morning.
Oh,
All
I'll
right.
tell you what though, man, it's just it's nuts. And yeah, with the electric cars and stuff, where the fuck is the time profit? No one's in the fucking chat. What
Oh,
about your
get here.
Parallax?
What do you got?
Fucking no time profit, nobody. What are they sleeping in?
I guess so.
The time profit. It's like mid-afternoon over there. He's probably sleeping in.
Oh, what was it?
But-
My friend's battery. It died recently. He just stays around the corner. He had to get the pickup truck to come around and pick up the car. And it's a few years old apparently. The battery, and they tend to do that after a few years. It
Hey, babe,
seems.
can you throw
Yeah.
on fucking Yo Gabba Gabba? Thank you.
And
Yeah, the
yeah.
batteries here, and Willie can attest to this. The batteries in the heat here don't last more than a year and a half.
Oh well, that was 5 years. I think he's had that
Yeah.
one, and he had the same issue before.
Yeah.
As for myself, the only major issue I've had with my car was earlier this year, and that was the overflow tube pipe thing. And the fuel tank was essentially gone, and that was leaking fuel when I filled up with petrol, and that cost was it 260 something quid because they had to order the part from somewhere, and the deal that
The deep void of
the dealership didn't do the parts anymore or something. So
Oh yeah, we found out that we actually, I think the wife, didn't you call the Chrysler dealership? Is that who you talked to? Yeah. She called the Chrysler dealership here in town because my car is a Chrysler.
yeah, you would think it would be a sensible thing to do, wouldn't you?
Well, according to the parts manager, the PCM units for this vehicle, they stopped manufacturing 10 years ago.
Oh. That's as useful as a chocolate teapot, that.
Yeah, exactly. So they stopped manufacturing these things 10 years ago. And he said you'd have to get a rebuilt one. And well, that's all there is out there. That's why this company we did go with had like I said, a list of 24 different part numbers of all of the ones that were used in this particular vehicle style. So, as far as getting a new one, you're not going to find one, but you can. We did find out that they can be refurbished and reprogrammed if done the right way.
So that's not something you could do yourself then.
Oh no.
Yeah,
No,
you
not
can.
program- Well, I don't know how.
All you got to do is crack open the case, right? Check the solder points and see if any were affected. I haven't seen the Chrysler one, but if you're good at soldering, like you were talking about having like a spare to test the system, right? Well, just take your old one and then just solder the points that were fried if you can find them. It's like I hate to compare it, but it's kind of like checking your stove when your stove doesn't work. You can't check the board, but you can look at the circuits and see if anything was fried, and if you can solder the points, there's a possibility that it didn't fuck up the memory on the computer
Yeah, I
itself.
let her take it. She got up when I got up at 5. So,
But that's fucking work. You're better off. You're better off just getting one that's flashed. And putting it on.
that's what these are. These are completely flashed. They'll be plug and play. But like I said, the reason they ask for the VIN number and the part number is so they can match it up identical. But at least with the VIN, they know what that part was programmed for on my car. So it was, like one is for the power windows and one's for this and one's for that. You know, they know what is what. And that's why they ask for the VIN number so they can pull that, program it, flash it, whatever that needs to be done. And then that way it becomes a plug and play, and then you just hook it up. But you know, I'm one that likes to try to do what I know I can do instead of having someone else charge me a shitload of money for 15 minutes worth of work.
Yeah.
But like I said, as these new cars now, unlike yourself, Willie, you've obviously you have a working knowledge of more than just, you know, crankshafts and fan belts. So other
Wookie,
than, you know,
don't-
other than
don't let-
me, I
don't let it fool you, my friend. I just have a big set of balls. I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, mechanics. Okay, a person that's gonna work on a vehicle yourself. You have to have the most important thing you need to have is confidence. You need to be confident in the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
One of
I
the
hear
big most of the work that I'm doing, it's either first time or just something I've run into, and with just some research, like I said, research time and just a set of nuts, just
Tools.
me doing it. You know, tools is very you're a woodworker. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I guarantee you have every single tool that you can possibly need to do your job, right? That
Not
but-
exactly, but I
Well,
can use
see where
what
I'm
I
getting
have
at.
to get the job done.
Yeah, right. Because that's the world you understand.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
what I'm saying, the world you understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always been around that mechanical shit, even with my dad. So when it comes to, I took apart a motorcycle engine because I had the spark plug shot out. Because what happened was somebody replaced the. Do you guys know what a helicoil is?
No,
don't.
not offhand.
Okay, so when you strip a bolt, right?
Uh-huh.
And on an engine or something, you can put a replacement thread in there. Okay, they buy it. It's a kit. And
Uh-huh.
what you do is you replace the stripped one, you put that in there, and now you can
Uh-huh.
put a new bolt without having to replace a whole entire cylinder head like the top of a motor. What happened with me was that ripped out and it destroyed the cylinder head. But with like a vehicle like a motorcycle, you have to pull it out because it doesn't have an engine. I mean, it doesn't have a hood that you can take it out. It's right there underneath the gas tank. So without, I mean, this is the first I've done it for smaller stuff, but this was the first time I'd have to take out a motorcycle engine, disassemble it, pull it. And it was a learning in progress. My wife was actually there. We were dating, and what I was trying to do was show off. And you remember that? I was trying to show off, and then next thing you know, you hear this explosion.
Oh no.
And it was the spark plug shooting into the motorcycle, and all I was hearing was the explosion of the piston through the because a little engine, okay, little engine know-how. So the inside of an engine, every time that spark plug explodes, it is literally it was compared to when I went to school, a nuclear weapon. Like a nuclear explosion. You literally are having a nuclear explosion in that cylinder because of the compression. Because that explosion, it's a mist. It explodes and it pushes the pit. I'm not going to give a class on the way an engine works, but that little explosion is a nuclear explosion every time it explodes. Well, it was exploding out of my fucking cylinder. I got 3 cylinders going. My future wife is in the back saying, "What the fuck is going on with the bike?" Right? So it's going like, imagine like a machine gun, right?
Right.
And I'm like, "We gotta go!" Like we were actually on our way to work, so that wasn't gonna happen. So we ended up going back to the house. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?" I'm looking and I see a little spark plug hanging off, and again, when I want to hear. Are they fighting?
No, it's the dog. It's the dog.
Oh, I thought you guys were
Dog.
gonna go
No.
at it. And I was
No,
like,
no,
bro,
no.
I got
Dog
his
was,
wife. I got $10 on the wife
No.
if she wins. My
No,
money's not on
it's the
Wookie on this
dog,
one.
was running to the window. The wife let the dog in from outside, and she immediately ran to the front window to look outside to bark at a cat.
My poor fucking. You know, it's funny you talk about dogs right now. My poor bastard. Love you, babe. I'll see you later. Okay. All right, come here. Hold on a sec, guys. All right, I'm not gonna get in any trouble today. I love you. All right. So my dog is blind. Did I ever tell
Yeah.
you guys that?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm having a fucking hard time because I'm waiting on this harness
Oh,
that's
boy.
supposed to come in for him, and it's almost like a comedy because he just bumps into walls. You know what I mean? But I feel so bad because like he used to swim underwater and do all types of tricks, and now he's just there.
Mm.
So I'm trying to find a way to build back his confidence, you know, and
Yeah.
it kind of fucking sucks, you know. He's an older guy, you know what I mean? But every fucking always hitting the. Is that the dog?
Mhm.
I'm fucking nosy as shit. You know what it is? I hooked up my mic, like my headset to my mic, and I have a good headset, not that shit headset that you buy for your kids. Because that's how parents are. We buy our kids the shit stuff and we buy ourselves the good stuff because we realize no, forget with kids, even like adults, we buy ourselves the good shit, and then like our friends and stuff, we buy them shit that either A, we were gifted in Christmas that we didn't want, B,
Right.
shit that we got on clearance, or C, shit that we don't want. People just talk
Nah,
about
my
that.
daughter got a good headset. She got a gamer's fucking headset that cost for her birthday in July.
See,
Holy shit! It cost
bad
a
parenting,
shitload.
Wookie. Bad parenting.
Hey,
you should be
hey,
the
it
one with the
wasn't
good
me.
headset.
It wasn't
need-
me. I am
you need
not
the
in
good
control
headset.
of my
And
finances.
it was
Wife-
broken within a week.
Yeah, fuck.
No, it's still working. Thank God.
Look, right now I'm sitting begging
I
my
was gonna
wife.
steal the damn thing.
That's what. No, fuck it. What is she gonna do? Run away? Fuck it. They're kids. I don't give a shit. Listen, I've taken my because I gotta. Fuck yeah, no, fuck the kids.
Yes, you
Yeah, it's
repurposed
a
your
gaming
sons,
one.
wasn't
She's
it?
got the.
I
pull
do.
out.
Yeah, I took my
She's
son's
got the-
shit and then
she's
I
got the
fucking.
mic that extends out in front of your mouth and all that shit. It's a nice, like black with green, fucking glowing highlights.
You know
and
what you need
shit.
to do? You
This
need to.
big,
You need to
thick
take
friggin'
your.
plug with a. Actually, she's got a control on the middle of the cable for the volume and shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I got this cheap fucking $20 Walmart skull candy thing.
That's your. Oh, like I
I know,
said,
right?
you get yourself the good shit.
I'm on a
You get your
fucking
kids the
budget right now,
crap.
dude. I'm
No,
on
that
an
was like-
extreme budget.
That was like my son. My son was like, "Hey, can I get a dad? I need a mic." And I'm like, "Yeah, hold on a sec." And I'm like reaching for like my good, like the mic I use now, right?
Yeah.
And you see the fucking glow in his eyes, like, holy shit, dad's gonna give me the good mic. Fuck no. I moved
Yeah.
my mic out of the way to go into this fucking box I got by my desk where I keep all my extra shit that's like just holding on to dear life, but it still works. And I was like, here's a mic, boy. And I gave it to him, and he goes, "Yeah, Dad, but this doesn't really work." I said, "But it does." And, yeah, that's what I did to him. Good kid, though. You know what I mean? Like I said, well, first we need to get because excuse me. Maybe you should get your daughter working out there on the vehicles. My daughter is a big car person. As a matter of fact, she was in a car meet last night.
Nice.
So she goes to car shows and things like that. This fucking kid. All right, I got to vent for a sec.
Okay.
This fucking kid, right? So I, graduates high school. You know, you buy your kid fucking car for graduation, right? So I asked my daughter what car she wanted. She said she wanted a Camaro, right? So I bought my daughter a convertible 1998 because that's what she wanted, an older one, 1998 convertible Chevy Camaro.
Okay.
Nice.
It had 90,000 miles, original
Nice.
miles, original everything. Note it was a fucking Wookie. I'm gonna show you guys a picture here. I got a picture here somewhere. Okay.
Cool.
Because she left it she went on vacation to Mexico and she left the car with me for a couple of days, so I spent like 3 days just pissing around in this Camaro because my dad had a Camaro, so I'm kind of fond of it.
Uh-huh.
So she sells it, right?
Uh-oh.
She sells the Camaro and she buys what the fuck, a Pontiac. What's that piece of shit she bought? One of those Pontiac GTOs, that they came out like in 2006 or 7.
Oh yeah. I think I remember what you're
Yeah,
talking
she gets
about.
one of those, and then she goes and a piece of shit, by the way, just a piece of shit of a vehicle, right? And then she gets rid of that one, and she gets herself a Infinity G20. Do you know what that is?
When it's at home?
It's like a how can I put it without sounding overly racist or pointing out a specific
Pile of
race
crap.
that bites. No, it's not a crap. Fuck. Look, for me, the car's a piece of shit. Okay,
Okay.
but in certain circles, like the racing circles and these areas where they like to race these vehicles,
Street racing and
Okay.
stuff
yeah,
like that.
this is, I guess, popular because it's Infinity. It's considered affordable, but it's shit. Anyways,
Mhm.
so what a fucking kick in the nuts I've had for the last fucking like 2 years when every time I see her roll up in this clunking piece of shit,
Yeah.
I think of this beautiful Camaro that she had. And what I mean
Yeah.
beautiful was there was nothing wrong with this fucking car,
Yeah.
you know. And
I
then I
hear you.
got to thinking, was that my fault as a father that didn't fucking damn, I need something to drink too. Who's making tea or coffee?
Not
wife.
me.
Is it my wife? I don't know. Maybe
No.
I'm hearing things. I haven't
She's-
medicated
no.
yet.
No, I
it's
heard
your
the
wife
clinking.
stirring-
I heard the
stirring her
clinking.
coffee.
You did,
Yeah.
didn't you?
I guess apparently the microphone on this thing works really well for a $20 headset.
I got here or Hawk hearing, one or the
I
other.
know, right?
Hey, you know what we should do? Hold on a sec. Give me a second, guys, because I'm a little
Almost.
concerned.
It almost
Of-
smell like
Willie
tea,
could
isn't it?
hear you stirring your coffee, and he
Was
goes,
that coffee?
Oh, I
Like,
can smell
no,
it.
it's
I can
life.
smell it from here.
Hey guys, one of my responsibilities when I used to work in the DOJ was to monitor phone calls
Nice.
Right.
and to listen into like beyond the phone call. Do you know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Because there's the
It's in the back.
conversation, and then you have to listen sometimes beyond the conversation.
Right,
It's just-
yeah, no, I hear you.
It's just a bad. I'm so sorry. Just
Habit.
a bad habit.
It's a habit. I understand.
But I'm gonna fucking send a message to this clown. What's his name? Time Prophet. This prick didn't
I
even
did
say.
it already. I sent him a message on Twitter, direct message. So it's like, where the hell are you? I didn't block you.
Hey,
Yeah.
Cruel, do they got like a COVID-2 over there in the fucking UK?
What's this? Another COVID? I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
asking because
Who
like
knows? I don't know.
Gabi's sick. You know what I mean? I know Gabi's sick.
Yeah, he's
you know.
under the weather.
I mean,
I
are
think
people
it's
getting
most
sick
of
over
his
there?
voice is gone. I don't know how bad he is, but
well.
I think whatever's affecting.
Well,
his
isn't that a
voice-
blessing, huh?
Yeah. Hey, Willie, you know they put ivermectin back on the National Institute of Health's list of shit to treat COVID with now, don't you?
Really?
Yeah.
It couldn't possibly
They
be
put
because it
ivermectin
works.
back on the list on their website quietly.
Well, why wouldn't they?
I don't know. Because it's India's suing people left and right now. They're going after big pharma.
I've heard something. My pal was saying something about that. There
Yeah,
are some
they're going after
countries.
big pharma.
Some countries are removing their immunity and all that kind of stuff.
Well,
so.
what is it? Isn't it Bill Gates can't even go to India because
Good.
they have some type of like arrest warrant for his ass?
Yeah, good.
Probably due to the
Take his ass
Foley-
over to the
Foley-
temple
Yeah.
and put him into quarters.
malaria.
They don't
and
mess
stuff
around
like
over there. Their justice system is either you're innocent or you're dead.
Yeah.
They don't fool around.
a bit extreme, but it's quite simple.
Yeah, pretty much. But,
Simple is best, boys. Sometimes
yes,
simple is best.
Keep it simple,
know.
stupid.
Yeah, that's
it
true.
simple.
That's true. Absolutely true.
What are you barking at, dog? Oh my god. She'll see a cat across the street that she's not seen before, and
Oh,
she'll
right.
bark. And then she'll do the same thing at a fucking plastic bag blowing away in the wind down the road too. I'm like, oh, what good are you? I don't know. Cars.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, speaking of microphones, I took your advice, Will, and I'd gone over to the Goodwill here in Yuma about 2 months ago, and I was digging around on some stuff that they had in electronics. So I told you I was looking for a monitor because you said you picked up a TV or a monitor.
Yeah.
For cheap. So I found 3 monitors there, all identical Dell computer monitors, the right size and all. They were like about a 17 or 19 inch screen size. but they all three of them were the same models. That none of them used modern connections. They all used the 10-pin or 8-pin screw-in freaking computer connector,
Wow.
and then they had a power cable. And two of the three of them didn't have a power cable with it. Only one did, and none of them had connections. So, and they were like $40 a piece. I'm like, are you kidding me? $40 a piece. These damn things are 20 years old.
That's what I
So
say.
I'm like, I'm just scraping around in some of the stuff they had on the peg hooks, the accessories and stuff like cables and whatever, seeing what they had there. And then over the announcing speaker, they had a deal. Shut up!
I put peppermint essential
Go.
oils on my hands, so now they're
Damn dog.
I would love to hear. Not that, but cruel. Imagine this. You ready?
Well,
You
okay.
hear the dog fucking barking, and then you hear this screaming in the background. It's Wookie's wife, and she's saying, "You ready? Ready? Let me get back here so it does sound like it." Oh my god! The fucking dog bit his fucking neck. It's bleeding all over the fucking place. Oh my god! And then she's sitting there and she's like, I think he's fucking dying. And the dog is screaming. And it's just like that. The dog's barking just like that. And she's like, shut the fuck up. Then the kid comes in and she's like, Daddy's bleeding. It's the fucking dog. And then me and fucking Corel are sitting here like,
Well, I guess that's the stream over. then.
hey, so should we
Stream killer.
continue streaming? And then you hear like, woo, woo, woo. It's like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
sorry, ma'am. He's fucking dead.
Hang on, folks.
But you know what? What a cute little dog that is. Hey, do you mind if I take him home? And fucking and Wookie's fucking dead in the stream, and me and Corel are like, all right, well, guys,
Well, we'll update you as we find out more.
like and
Willie,
subscribe,
Willie, what have you been up to?
yeah, so Corel.
Yes, like and
As-
subscribe,
As
please.
we hear in the background, we're just sitting here. Oh my god! And we're like, yeah. So, hey, Wookie, can you mute your mic, please? Thanks.
Yeah,
You're
could you die
fucking.
quietly, please?
Yeah, can
We're
you
trying to
die
stream
quietly?
here.
You're really taking up on the stream. Your fucking gurgling of blood is really pissing me off. God damn it! Have some respect. Anyways,
So,
I've really
as I
got in the
was
deep end
saying,
there. Yeah, you
before I
know.
was
So make
rudely
sure and fix
interrupted by
things.
this dog.
You find that funny, boy? He finds it funny. He thinks it's great.
So I'm poking around on some of the accessories and wires and cables and stuff, trying to see if they actually had a freaking 8-pin, 10-pin, whatever connection for these stupid monitors. And I find this Logitech webcam, little ball web camera. And I'm like, oh, okay. What's the price on that? Oh, it's $3. And it's a blue tag over the announcement. Blue tag items are now $1. I'm like, bingo. Okay, so I'm going to pay $1 for this. All right, this is a good gamble. So I pay $1 for it, bring it home. It's got a USB microphone camera, right? It's a camera with a microphone, Logitech. Plug it in. I'm messing with it. The fucking camera doesn't work, but the microphone works.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to throw this away just yet, because I downloaded a Logitech, thing to hook it up and whatever is free, and could never get the camera to come on at all, but the microphone was working on it. So I still have it for $1 investment. I have a microphone.
I'd buy that for $1.
Buy that for $1. So I got that dang thing. Extra part. Whoa! Infinity and beyond. The hell.
Morning, gents.
Hang on a
Morning,
second.
gents.
Yeah, there we go.
Like the fucking. Have you seen The Last Dragon?
Psychedelic.
Corel.
Yeah,
Corel.
exactly.
You
Yeah,
ready?
I've seen it.
I haven't. No, I don't think so.
Okay, watch The Last Dragon. Oh wait, fucking Fist of Fury. When fucking Bruce Lee is doing the hand thing,
My
and it looks
Yeah.
like he's.
my VHS broke. The tape broke. I didn't get to see it all. So
Oh
Yeah.
wait, let me get you guys out of the mainstream. Hold on. Sorry,
I've seen
I
some of
broke
it. I've seen some of Fist of Fury, but I know the clip you're on about. Yeah, when he does the hand thing.
So we're
How
good
the
now.
hell do I do this?
Sorry, guys. What are you trying to do? Hey,
Oh.
did you get? Oh wait, I'm echoing. Sorry, let me do it
You
again because I am.
Echo.
I am a
Echo.
god. No, that's
Echo.
purposely done.
Echo.
No, there's not an echo. I'm doing it purposely. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining Wookiee Stream. We will be now serving refreshments to the peasants. We'd like to thank all our viewers, to include Time Prophet. And we hope that
Who's not
everybody's had a
here?
great day today. Thank you. That'll be all.
Oh, Time Prophet. He's not here.
I think I got this now. Okay, there we go.
There's nobody
Shit.
here.
That's
How the hell
okay.
do I change the arrangement of like on the screen here? I'm
What do
on
you
the
mean?
left, Carl's on the right, you're on the bottom. How do I switch the order? I can't figure out how to switch the order. Oh, wait a minute. Never mind.
The
I think
order.
with this.
The order.
The
The
order.
order.
Hold on, I got to make my screen bigger, guys.
There we go. Think.
Let's
There
cut
we go.
that.
There we
Hey,
go.
kids.
I'm going like this.
How's everybody?
Hey.
Do like this. There
I
we
can
go.
see you now, Willie.
Hey, guys. How are you? Shit, man.
You look good.
Oh, by the way, Wookie, I saw your video the other day, right?
Yeah.
I have some questions.
Uh-huh.
I have some
Yeah, some questions,
questions.
concerns, critiques,
I
opinions.
do have some concerns.
bitching.
Maybe a critique or two. Okay, so I wanted to play your video on one of my streams, right?
Yeah.
And then I sat there and I'm like, I'm not gonna do this because I consider Wookie a friend, and I would believe that I could not. What I wanted to do, see, but I'm also a fucking honest asshole, so I'm gonna tell you what I was gonna do.
Okay.
What I was gonna do was do you know the when I first started watching the video, you looked so sad to me. But it wasn't that you were sad. You were just waiting to go live, right?
Yeah, I was just sitting there. I wasn't
You were,
sure if
right,
it was
you were
on yet.
waiting to go, right? Okay.
Yeah, I was.
So
just
I'm
waiting.
watching this video, and I call my wife and I said, babe, fucking Wookie looks sad as fuck, right? Now my cold-hearted ass is like, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Wait. I gotta do my mind talking. I'm gonna
Yes,
take
the mind
advantage of
talk.
this shit. So what I end up doing was I find a song of it's called Lonely Man, I think. When Bruce Banner's walking away at the end of the series. Yes, okay. So what I did was I synced it, okay? Now, sync your video. I want you to do it, okay? Because there's a scene when it's playing and you do this. You ready? You go. Right? And the music is playing and I'm like, holy fuck, he is so defeated right now for some weird reason, right? So I'm playing this shit and I'm watching the video, right? And I'm like, in my head, now mind you, I do medicate every once in a while. Okay. And I'm like, God damn, man, Wookie's going through some hard shit. As that music is playing in the background and you're talking about right? Wookie was going through some hard ass shit. So as I'm playing it, we get to the 3-minute mark. Okay. I think it was 3 minutes. And you say, all right, guys, I'm only gonna do this stream for 3 more minutes, right? I told myself in my head, I said, bullshit. I said, because Wookie's gonna find something to remember. He's gonna remember something that he forgot, and he's gonna add it on. Right now, my wife is here listening to me doing this shit. Right, and right because I was editing and doing all shit. I was actually kind of having some fun with it. I was like, watch, man. 3 minutes, my balls. This motherfucker's gonna go for another 10 or something. I wasn't watching the timer. I was just watching the video. You know what I mean? And right when I think the video's gonna be over, you start up again. And I'm like, there he goes. I fucking win. Right. But one thing I did like about the video, I got to tell you, man, you're getting fucking way better in the goddamn OBS stuff. You're right. OBS is the shit.
It took
right,
me.
son?
I'll tell you what. I had to do
Come here, little
the
dude. Come say hi to the
to
boys.
do the green screen without a green screen
Come here, little
background. To get that background, it took me a lot of finagling. but basically it comes down to light in the back. So the more light there is in the back, the better it looks. So if it's dark or darkish in the background, like ambient light, like with the light I have behind me now, I couldn't do it because I had a lot of light here, but not much in the back. So at night, I did that. And I turned all the lights on behind me. And of course, this curtain was closed, so it was kind of dark here, dark-ish. And so the program worked better in the dark with the light background. So, but
We gotta get
it
you
took
a
me a
little
while to
bit.
figure that out. But now, and then that slide that I have works perfectly for what I want to do. So
I want to jack your Bigfoot fucking like and subscribe. I like the fucking fist. I was like,
Yes.
fuck, man. I was like, this.
Dude, I got that off of the just internet.
I was like, this fucking
That's a
asshole
green
has this
screen one.
cool ass fucking thing.
Yeah,
And I want
smash the
to.
like button. Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna steal it from him, but I can't do it because, like, damn it, now he's got the. I can't steal his
It's a
stuff.
green, yeah, it's just a green screen. So if you type in and search, it's a green screen. So it comes with a green screen attached to it.
What's wrong with you?
Both of those that I have. The subscribe button too. The subscribe animation, it's the same thing. It's on a green screen on, Google. You can pull it off.
Hey, Wookie, we got to start getting to gaming too. We were talking about game. I've been trying. Corel, I know we did enlisted, but I'm gotta get you recruited to Call of Duty, man.
Do you know how
I
long
need-
it will take me to download that? It'll take about 10 years.
Hey, can you explain to me why you guys have what is the deal with the internet speed? Is it internet speed or download speed? What is it with you guys over there with that?
Well, I've got a download speed currently. Well, I'm not actually looking, but it's usually about 10. And yeah, it's like if I download a big game, if I was to download Conan Exiles again, that would literally take a day.
Holy shit!
Well, I'm not sure if it's so much the internet or just the amount of data packets that the PS4 actually handles.
It's probably the amount of data packets.
Yeah, because there is, it
I don't
is
know,
limited.
Is it better to have like a specific, like just a gaming console, like a PlayStation or a Microsoft, that is, obviously you have to plug into the internet. Is it easier to do the games through those, or is it easier to do it through your PC?
What do you mean, as far as playing the game itself?
Yeah,
or
I said
download?
playing the game, streaming the game, stuff like that. Because I
So-
know people have those systems when
I
they do
just
their
my
streaming
console,
on
you know,
Twitch
it's
and
just-
whatever, or even on YouTube, they do streaming games. They've got the console and are doing it through the console.
So, do you prefer playing remote control, or do you prefer playing key and mouse? That's all you have.
See, well, I've always had a system. So I've always had like a remote control, handheld controller.
yeah,
And
same
mine was
here.
always PlayStation, but I never did anything online. As far as the keyboard or PC games, I've never played PC games. And so, but I would feel personally more comfortable with some sort of a controller. But do I want to have the added expense of buying a freaking unit? Buy a console for $400 or whatever the hell it is, just to play a couple of games online, versus just going through the PC. Because I know that there are things you can buy that are plug and play for your PC, as far as like controllers and shit, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like USB control, you can put a controller like a joystick and stuff like that. Yeah, there you go.
that's what I use.
Yeah.
When I play like the old school shit,
Uh-huh.
I play that.
Yeah,
you
and
know.
then you just hooks into your PC.
Yeah, I
right?
just got a USB that I plug in, and then
Okay. Yeah.
a lot of the retro games you have to keybind. That's one of the things that I think is maybe negative about when you're using computers, is when you change games, you have to change your key bindings or what you're going to use on your keyboard for your actions, because most of your actions you use on the keyboard in walking is what? W, A, S, and D.
What's that? Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Right. And then for like my setup, so F is the function. So like to use anything, I use F. G, grenade. E to equipped. C to crouch. X to drop. So it's all in like the left side. So I'm going to be investing in a 35. What's that? Okay, got it. I'm sorry.
He knows, does he? He knows.
I
He
want to get
knows.
myself one of those 35 key gamer keyboards. It's like
Yeah.
literally like a chopped keyboard in half.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've
aye.
seen those
Uh-huh,
before.
know,
Yeah.
It doesn't have all the stuff I don't need, just the keyboard thing. Now, that's one question you have to ask yourself. Going back, do you prefer remote or keyboard? A gaming laptop or a gaming keyboard will run you about $5,000 a good one. $5,000.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
It's not
Yep.
all.
That's it. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but compared to what, because you got to look at it like this: how long is that going to last you? Because people are like, well, why would you pay so much for a computer like that? Well, people pay for gaming systems that much, and I
Yeah.
think what you're getting from a computer is a whole lot better. Especially if you're paying that,
Yeah.
you're not upgrading. You already have everything there. If you buy a cheap
Right.
gaming computer, every time something happens, you have to now upgrade. So instead of spending that initial expense, in the long term, you're going to spend the same amount when it comes to the computers. Like,
Right.
but if you're not a long gamer, I would do the console. Get yourself a console. Most of the
Yeah.
cross-platform games,
Most of
me,
the
it's,
games are
it's-
cross-platform now, aren't they? I mean, most of the major games, with the
Yeah.
exception of obviously the branded stuff like Nintendo and shit.
no, a lot of those are cross-platform too. Just depends.
Really? Okay.
It just depends on what system. Hey, Crow, what the fuck is that game? Is Rocket League on Nintendo?
I don't know. I know
See,
it's on
Rocket League-
PlayStation. A pal of mine had that on PlayStation.
Yeah, Rocket League is just soccer with cars,
Yeah,
Or-
pretty much.
football.
Yes.
Twisted
Football is
Metal.
Twisted Metal crossed with football.
Twisted Metal.
Uh,
Great. What are you doing, boy?
For me, I'm not that tech savvy, so I just do it on console. But I mean, I
Yeah.
played some of the Command and Conquer games on this laptop, which
Uh-huh.
involves the mouse more than anything else. But
Yeah.
other than that, in terms of PC gaming, you're speaking away back to my Atari SD with the joystick and the mouse and the keyboard. So that's about
Jesus Christ.
30 something years. So. 9 times out
Right.
of 10, I'm on the PlayStation, so that's just easier
Hey,
for me.
speaking of stuff like that in relation to that, my question is, I saw that setup you have. You sent me the picture of your setup, Willie, on
Yeah.
your desk.
Uh-huh.
Do you have what looks like it's a junction for your HDMI? Is that what I'm seeing? There's like a little box. It looks like there's like several things hooked to it.
USB.
It looks like it might be an HDMI, but there's something hooked up to it that looks like the old 10 pin or 8 pin freaking computer jack stuff thing.
Right.
Is that what that is? Was I mistaken, or is that what that is?
No, so what that is just because I run a lot of stuff off my laptop, right?
Uh-huh.
What I have is just it doesn't have enough USB connections. Hey,
Right,
lovely
right,
Sherry,
right.
good morning.
Hello, Sherry.
And so what I do is I have
Sherry!
hi Sherry, say hi to Sherry. Come on. Sherry's very nice. Good morning.
Good morning, Sherry.
So what I do is I have most of my USB stuff on there. Now,
Uh-huh.
a little trick if you have some time. So you saw the third laptop I have on there, right? Or
Yes.
the laptop on the left side. Okay, that is not connected. It's connected through NDI. If you
Mhm.
have an opportunity, look at that. It's wireless. I was able to connect it wireless.
Okay,
So
cool.
those pins, I mean, they are very hard to find. To try to get that set up. Ain't that right, co-anchor? Yeah, very hard
I know.
stuff very, very hard stuff.
Well,
to-
yeah, that's what I was, when I saw like I said, those monitors, I saw all three of them, the same brand, same price, but none of them had they all three had the same connection. You had
Right.
the old style computer connection and then a power cord connection, and that's it. And trying to find one that would fit, it's kind of like a crapshoot,
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Yeah,
Not
it's
just
like,
that.
fuck.
I mean,
Now I did
a lot
I
of
did
the
do a
things in
little working online, and I found that you can get a HDMI multi-connection, like a tree type deal, like it does
Right.
3 or 4. You can hook 3 or 4 HDMs cables to one thing that hooks to your computer HDMI,
All right. like
or
an adapter.
even HDMI to USB as well. So, but
Okay.
I was kind of brainstorming the other day about trying to find either a real cheap small television or a computer monitor that I can mount on my wall here to my left and put that on an arm, a TV arm that will adjust. I can put it flat against the wall, and then I'm going to use it. I can pull it out and adjust it so I can see it as a second monitor, but something small. So because I have this big window here, and whatever I put up front is going to block the window, and I don't want that. And I have a small desk here anyway, so to put a monitor on the desk would be counterproductive. But I have
Yeah.
2 walls. I have a wall over here, and I have a wall right here next to me. That I could put 2 monitors. If I could, one here, one there, up above that I could see.
What are you thinking? What the fuck is this? I'm sorry, guys. I gotta look at something real quick.
Yeah.
The geese are flocking north. Okay, yeah,
The geese are flocking north.
got it. I was trying to.
No,
I was
actually,
trying to.
the snowbirds are flocking south. They're
Them
here now.
motherfuckers. Yeah, yeah. It snowed up north too.
You got a bunch of them there too, snowbirds.
Oh fuck yeah! These cocksuckers. Listen, I live. So, anything? I live around a lot of golf courses, and
Nice.
I like playing golf, but I'm not very good, and I just go to enjoy myself. I'm the guy that plays music and fucking enjoys himself, but
Drinks.
I don't drink. I do
Really?
not drink. I'm not a drinker.
Oh,
I haven't drank in many years.
okay, well that's
So
cool.
I like to go to golf course, throw down a couple of Pepsis.
There
I
you
go
go.
golfing with like my son, daughter, whatever. I've
There
never,
you go.
but so there's a big senior community around the area that I live. So
Mhm.
like they got fucking golf cart paths. Regular people get bike paths. We
Yeah,
have fucking
golf cart pass.
golf
Yeah.
cart paths. These assholes. Is fucking their stupid little pimped out golf carts. They got. I mean, I'm not gonna even lie. My
Dude, yeah.
fucking
Oh my God.
my
they're
father-in-law
freaking like
has a
hot rods. It's great.
beautiful. My father-in-law has a lifted golf cart
Yeah.
that has like a safari grill in the front. It has stereo. It
Oh,
seats 1,
nice.
2, 3, 4. Like in Christmas, he'll put the lights and everything, and he'll go with the kids to go trick or treating. But
What-
this shit has off-road tires. Fucking. It's I'm gonna.
Suspension system like a
It's
4-wheel drive.
completely fucking awesome, but it's a
Yeah,
golf cart.
pimped
You know
out.
what I mean?
It's like, pimp
Yeah.
my golf cart, please.
Yeah, pimp my
Yeah.
golf cart. I mean, you see, I gotta tell you, you see some nice ones, but there's a change. You see the change of the license plates. You see all this stuff, but it is flooded. Like I said, I'm in the middle of like, holy shit! I literally live down the street from where do they take old people to die? Not the crematories. I actually
Why-
live by one.
Oh God.
Where they leave them there so then they fucking can
Hospice?
suffer. Yeah, so they can leave them to suffer on themselves because their family doesn't like them. The
Yeah.
hospice. So I live close to one of those, and then I live next to a Filberto's, which is like a Mexican
Yeah.
restaurant. And right next to that Mexican restaurant
Burritos.
is a fucking crematorium. They fucking burn bodies, and you see the fucking. I'm gonna take a picture of this. You see the smoke coming out the fucking the funeral home because they're burning bodies. And then right next door, you see the fucking smoke of Filberto's coming out of that bitch. So you got. My wife says we are never going to fucking eat at that fucking place. Okay. Because you know how like Burger King has
They're
the
burning
fucking
the
flame
carne
broil?
asada.
Holy shit, man. And it's funny because it was a long time ago, and I asked my wife about that shit. She's like, "Is that a restaurant too?" She's like, "No, that's a fucking funeral home. That smoke you see is the burning of dead bodies. Would you like to get an horchata at the restaurant next door?" The fuck out
Go
of here
get a
with that
pollo
shit.
burrito and a fucking horchata.
Holy shit.
Oh,
No, but
shit.
I have a very big senior community around. Even the hospitals, they kind of like prep because when my wife had her when we had our
God.
kid, one of these whichever fucking one, because they kind of were born around the same time. So let's just say child number 2. Okay, whatever his fucking name is. So it's a good thing my wife doesn't watch these streams, because I swear.
How do you know?
Oh, she doesn't fucking watch it. I am positive.
She might
fucking-
start.
Yeah, bullshit.
Ooh.
Oh, I don't give a shit. What is she gonna do? Leave me? Fucking
Oh,
please
shit.
go. There's the fucking door. You see, I haven't really. I love my wife very much, but you know what? If you want the door, there it is. I'm no longer gonna stress. And, you know, there's too many. There's too much fun out there. And besides, I got little boys, and I can, you know. But anyways, fuck, man, you guys got me off my train of thought. What were we talking?
Yeah,
about?
burritos and crematorium.
Oh, the
I was gonna-
crematoriums and the okay. So the hospitals actually changed too, because the floors change. They actually dedicate. Yeah, they dedicate a whole floor, a whole fucking floor to seniors. You know what I mean? So it's very strange. They're at the stores. Like, imagine watching YouTube videos at half the speed, but you're actually there. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like. And they all have big vehicles. And you know what?
Oh
know-
yeah.
I know I'm going to
Holy
be old
shit.
someday soon.
Doolies and
Hi,
everything.
Wookiees, spouse, hola. I think
She
I can't.
can't
My
hear you.
glasses are kind of.
You can't hear anybody.
Oh shit, man. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Wookie. I don't know if
shit.
that was your wife or not.
Yeah.
Hold on.
She's
She's yelling at him. Does she watch? Hey, Wookie, does your wife watch your
Yeah.
streams?
Subscribe to your channel.
she subscribes to my channel, by the way.
She needs. Does she really? Does she watch the streams?
Yeah.
Hey, like and subscribe
Yes.
to mine. You want to hear some
Occasionally she'll watch
bullshit?
the rerun.
Fuck. Like and subscribe to Willie P. Holy shit. I need more fucking subscribers, damn it.
Uh,
Hey, Sherry,
uh,
if you're still there,
yeah. Me too.
could you like and subscribe, please? Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm going to make this worthwhile.
Hey.
You're going to get
To make it
fucking-
worthwhile.
Yeah, you
So,
can remove this
Yeah,
later.
there's you can no, you talk about the golf cart paths and stuff like that. One of the Walmarts here in town, the one that's in the middle of town, is near several of the RV parks, the snowbird winter visitor stuff. And they actually have on the far side of the parking lot near the garden center a row
Midgets.
of parking spots designated for golf carts with signs on them that say, like you'd say for handicapped, you know, it'd say the big wheelchair, the everything. No, this sign is for golf carts, and it says it golf carts, and there's like 6 of these damn things parked right there for those golf carts, and I've actually seen them. I've seen people in town with modified golf carts driving all over the freaking place, dude. The pimped up like 4-wheel drive with big tires on them, headlights, and they even have seatbelts. Because they're gas, and if they drive on the concrete, it's a law. They got to follow the motor vehicle code. So they got
All right.
lights and seatbelts and all that. I don't hear you. Are you rocking out to like
Still
mariachi
don't hear
music?
you. No, you're gone. No
Yeah.
sound.
I didn't mute you. We've lost you. Can't hear you.
Yeah, you can.
Ah,
You guys
Oh,
can hear me
we
now.
can.
yeah, we can hear you.
I had
Oh, we
I had a
can.
little
We can hear
I had a little
we can hear
area.
you now.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. You ready?
We're-
Ready?
We're
Ah!
alone again. We're alone again.
Shut up, boy. I got something to do. Are you ready?
Hi
guys. It's Willie P here. You know, sometimes we're just reaching for subscribers. Getting someone to listen, be here, be by our side, yes. If you could,
Subscribe.
look at him. Look at how sad he is. Please, for just one subscription a month, I may be able to become somebody. Because right now, I'm on a stream. But nobody's there. So please, I don't care if you don't subscribe to Wookie. It doesn't matter to me. But subscribe to Willie P.
Yeah.
Because I'm reaching out to you guys. And I hope that one day you don't feel the pain I do with only less than 20 fucking subscriptions. Do me a favor, my friends. Like and subscribe, Willie P. If you have some time, yeah, Wookie, whatever. But make sure you do Willie P first. Because there's no. Oh wait, Papa Cotton. Now I gotta do it for Papa Cotton. You ready?
Wait, no.
Hello, Papa Cotton.
Turn that shit off.
You know, sometimes we need a subscription. Somebody to like us. Somebody to hit that bell. You hear that baby crying? He's crying. Daddy wants a subscription. A follower. Someone to care.
Papa Cotton, how's it going? Thanks for stopping
So like
by
and
for this
subscribe.
craziness. We're gonna get copyright struck again, but whatever.
I told you, dude, fucking cut it out and send it to me. I'll put it on my channel perfectly fine. I'm going to eat it.
Okay.
Hello, Papa Cotton. ¿Qué pasa?
Hello.
Some fucker from Malaysia will be filing a complaint.
Listen,
Claim
Wookie, I'll
to
show
the
you my
music
fucking.
rights.
I'll show you my list of fucking copyright complaints, and you show me fucking my videos are still up there. So yeah, it is what it is. Oh no, what's in the background is this show called Booba. See, when I'm streaming, I throw my kids around, so then I don't have to look for them.
Nice,
You
there
know.
you go.
So
Oh,
I mean, we could listen to Freddie Mercury or something if you're
no,
more
no,
into that.
No. Please no.
German folk dancing,
I
whatever we got here.
crank up some mariachi music. There you go.
Well, fuck yeah, let's do some mariachi music. So,
Morning-
what's in the agenda for
morning.
today, boys? What are you up to for the rest of the day?
I got to go out to the shed and do some work.
All right, gents.
Hey, so when are you going to start? Are you heading out, Crow?
No, I was waving to the guy.
Oh, god damn it! You're freaking me out. You're like, why are you waving at me? Are you
Jens,
just being nice. All right, Wookie, or right off.
Jens, how's it going, Jens?
You see how that works? I plead out to people with my fucking heart and soul,
Welcome, Jens.
and they look at this. They
Yeah.
show up.
I know, right?
I listen.
Everybody
They will
showing
come.
Yeah. If
Oh.
Wook, hello.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just thought of this.
I
I'm
hear
gonna
you.
come.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
So
Yeah.
I think you should start your stream like that from now on, Wookie. I think what you should do is get yourself some fucking royalty-free sympathy. You know what? Let me find a good sympathy music here for you, because you know what? Everybody needs a bit of depression in their life to get followers. Listen,
No, we don't need depression.
why
No.
not?
We don't need no.
Oh, look,
No.
he's looking something up. He's
I
looking
know.
something
I'm
up. I
looking-
can
I'm
feel it.
looking up some stuff here. Hold on.
Hey,
Give me-
Miss Wookie, don't get
give me a
him in
minute.
trouble. Slap him in the back of the head. He'll get 1,000 watches.
I don't
Listen,
want that.
I
Nope,
watched
don't
the
want that.
guy. I
I'll
watched the
definitely
guy
stop
fart on a
that.
cat, and he gets 100,000 likes. I'm not even fucking kidding. So I told my wife, I said, babe, I have an idea. This asshole is getting 100,000 likes. I'm not even kidding. 100,000 likes to fart on his cat. Wait, what did he do? Hey, don't fuck around. My wife is Mexican, and she loves this shit. Kuro is like, what the fuck is going on? Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Yeah, and you're gonna get copyright on that one. Fuck. Damn it.
That
What the
was
fuck
that
were we
was
talking
under
about?
that was under 8 seconds.
Holy- What is it?
Oh,
You got to
There's
think of a YouTube stream as like a fucking 80s movie, all right? You got to be willing to lose it all. Holy shit.
Well,
Look who it is.
Jens,
Look
Jens is he's
who
got a little
it
thing
is.
here. He's
Orale.
watching you three, wondering what the topic is, but it sounds like it's an open discussion.
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. Let me-
it's turned into open discussion. It started out with a bad automobile.
So Wookie
stuff.
blew up his car, right? He
Yeah,
blew up
pretty
his
much.
car.
I tried my car.
Fucking
And I have
fried
to
it.
pay good money for somebody with knowledge more than me to fix it. So But look who showed up. Look who finally woke the hell up and got out of bed.
Orale.
Who's
Hey,
graced his
Hello.
presence.
how does he know Orale? I want to know more of this Papa Cotton. I'm fucking. Who are you, Papa Cotton? I don't even need to know. I'll find you in like fucking 30
Prophet.
seconds.
Thanks for being
Where you
here.
been, Time
Royalty
Prophet?
free.
Boy,
Sympathy
hang on a
music.
second. There is royalty-free mariachi music, though. I have looked it up. I
The one
just
Jet Li.
didn't download it yet.
Oh,
I
yeah, the one
fucking
with-
love that movie. I actually got
Oh,
the one
yes.
jet.
Oh, I have
oh,
that on DVD.
great
That's a
movie.
good
I
movie.
can't remember if I've still got it. I am Hula.
That's a good
I am nobody's
multiverse movie.
bitch.
That's a good
You
one there.
are mine.
I convinced a woman to sleep with me watching this movie.
Nice.
I actually
Well, that's-
lied through my fucking teeth. Told her that I knew all this shit on the movie. She was
Jeez.
impressed. Daddy took her home.
Sick
Well, that's
fucker.
what I've been doing wrong all these years.
Listen, I was a terrible human being as a young man. I mean, I'm a terrible human being now. Let's get it over with, boys. I'm just a terrible fucking. I don't care. But yeah, I did a lot of terrible things as a young man. That our audience, mariachi bands are talented but repetitively tough. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like mariachi bands.
Yes, they are repetitive. But as you listen to them while you're consuming mass quantities of beverage, you forget.
Jason, am I Jason Statham now, Time Prophet? Is that what you're saying?
I look more than he
Look at
fucking.
that. Jason
Damn,
Statham.
see?
Get
You know
some
what
of the
happened?
girls.
Okay, you ready for Time Prophet? See, Time Prophet was like, you know what?
Oh,
I want to go
That was
fuck with
Phil-
somebody.
That was Phil Collins
I
a couple of
fucking
weeks ago.
getting, I get
Are you really?
notifications from my email that Mike Zero has another video. Fuck Mike Zero.
Who the hell is Mike Zero?
Oh, Mike's there. Oh, okay. I don't follow. I know who you're
Mike
on
Zero.
about. I know
Mike
who you're on
Zero?
about.
Oh my god. Freaking Mike Zero. Yeah.
See, there's this one. Hey, you ready? This is what we did, and then
I don't
all
know.
you guys showed up. I'm not even kidding. Ready?
Yeah. He's got the
Hello, everyone. This is Willie P. You know, before all of you showed up, nobody was watching. Nobody was listening. Hold on. Fuck. I forgot to put it on loop. Hey, stay in the fucking mood, guys. Stay in the moment. Stay in the fucking moment, God damn it. No, God damn it. Hold on. Stay in the fucking moment.
between Statham and Collins. He can
Anyways, sorry. Willie P back. We were lonely. We were scared. And then Papa Cotton showed up. We felt important. I just want to thank everybody that is here now. I don't care if you subscribe to.
no, subscribe.
I mean to
Subscribe to
Wookie.
me.
Subscribe to someone that you care, someone that you love, someone that has.
Is that copyright free
Corazon.
music?
Yeah, it is. It's fucking copyright free. Like, can I finish? Someone who has corazon. That's heart in Spanish. That's because I care about our Spanish listeners. Sí, soy contuntigo. Like the boys say on the Beach Boy album. It's been a hard time, guys, but we made it. We have 3 viewers. So like and subscribe, Father, because if you don't, I
We're
might
gonna
just cry.
Cry. He might.
Wait. Fuck, where's my fade to black?
Metallica Fade to Black.
Oh, that fucking
Yeah,
didn't work. Fucking
Yes.
okay. Anyways, God, that's fucking. You can do that to anything. Got my vasectomy today. It hurts. Not just on the inside, but on the outside. Why did I have to cut him? Why couldn't she just do it? Does that make me less? Oh wait, fuck. Does that make me lesser of a man?
Oh,
Does that still make me a man? What is a man? They tell me that a man in a dress It's not a man. It's a woman. So does that mean I'm not a man now? I guess we say hello to Wookiee's wife now, too. Wait, did I say that out loud? Or did I think it? Anyways. Yeah, so I got this vasectomy. Look at that. they see, you just guys got a taste of the Willie P. Yeah, you fucking and you pricks. Let me tell you two something. Nobody watches my videos anymore. I don't know whether it's because it's offensive or am I too offensive?
No,
Oh, thanks, guys.
not since the Brazilian video incident. No, you're not
Yeah,
too
look.
offensive.
Look.
Well, we didn't really know that was going to happen, did we?
Yeah, but look, here's the fucking. I thought about that. The worst part about it is that was probably one of your best viewed videos, correct? It was fucking blowing up, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It was progressively getting better, and then they cut it right off. I'm like, oh, you got to freaking be kidding me.
I have a
dude.
question for Jens Petter. One question.
Yeah.
A man in a dress is called a Scotsman, right? But
Yeah.
isn't a dress long and the little one's a skirt? And doesn't what a Scotsman wear is a kilt?
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
cruel.
Or did I cruel?
You got is that right? It's a kilt.
Kilt?
Is
Not
Do
a
you wear?
skirt?
It's a skirt,
I've
right?
It's a kilt.
You wear a skirt, right? Look at that fucking look at
They're
that
fighting
anger.
words, Will.
Holy shit. God damn.
I've worn a kilt once to my pal's wedding. That's the only time I've ever worn one.
Question. Do you own one? I'm not even being a
No,
dick. I'm curious.
no,
You don't own one?
I don't own one. No,
Are they expensive?
probably.
Fuck, you don't look. Us Americans are just fucking pricks, and every single person that has a different accent, we already have. You gotta understand that shit. That we have this weird, like my son the other day.
I've
tells
worn a
me-
kilt before. About
No,
30 years
I think
ago,
Wookie
but
was wearing
yeah,
a dress.
I
and
was
somebody
no,
told me it was a
an
kilt.
actual kilt. It was made in Scotland and shipped over because I ordered it. So yeah,
Did I wear bot?
Nah,
Well, I
fuck no.
wasn't. It was too cold to go completely naked under the kilt. Let me put it that way. It was about this time of year as well. So
Oh, come on, man. You can't wear anything underneath the kilt.
yes, I had to wear shorts under mine. So
Why?
yeah. Because I had to wear shorts under mine.
You're right. They're cross dressers with.
Good old Jens. Oh,
Is that
oh my God.
that is an insult, and I
Jens.
fucking love it. Gents,
Jens.
please
Yeah.
like and subscribe.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
interview you. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
you on my
Yeah.
channel. Like,
He's
hey,
got
who are you?
He's yeah. He does
know
a
these
pretty good.
people,
He does a
Wookie?
pretty good thing called calling out soy nerds or something like that. It's pretty good.
Does he have a channel?
Yeah, he's got a channel, man. He's on.
Fuck,
he's on
bro.
the tubes.
Send me a fucking.
He's
send
on
me
the
a-
tubes.
Send me a link.
Yeah.
I'm the most popular
Jens
guy.
Petters.
I'm also have a authoritative blue check mark. So you
I
have
know.
to
I saw that. You're the
fucking
only blue
sweetheart.
check mark that's on my message list. And I'm like,
Yeah, you know why?
bastard.
Because
Because you
I'm
paid
the
$8.
shit. No, I'm gonna. I didn't pay shit.
what do
Okay,
you mean you didn't pay?
I didn't pay
You didn't
anything.
pay. The wife did, right?
No, the wife didn't do it either. Now, the daughter, on the other hand, she said we were talking about that bullshit blue check mark because we were flipping through it, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if I threw on a blue check mark and just fucking started throwing it in people's faces? And that she did for fucking $8, and it's been so fun. And I actually get more followers, and my tweets are fucking actually. It's actually, I mean, for $8, look, you spend $8 on bullshit to have a little fun because that's what my daughter saw it.
Yeah.
As I'm reading over there. Carry on up the Khyber.
Khyber, yeah.
What the fuck's a Khyber?
Not a river.
Yeah, you don't wear anything under the kilts. Fuck no.
Yeah. No, they're
Let the
not.
boys
Yeah.
breathe.
Traditionally, no. They don't. What?
Ty Prophet, do you have a kilt? I don't know why you would.
He's English. He's oh no.
I listen. It's a
Uh,
new way. He can wear whatever he wants. If he wants to identify, if he wants to identify in the sick world that we live in, if he wants to
Kyver's
identify,
a long pole.
yeah, that they climb up, isn't it? That they do that thing
Toss
and
the
then
caber. Toss the caber. Toss.
oh,
the
that they toss it.
It's like
Yeah.
a big thing. And you throw it.
Oh, isn't that one of like the Highland games, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Where
yeah.
they pull they toss the freaking telephone pole.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's pretty much
Stereotype
it's freaking
question.
huge, man.
Corel, do you ever get into any of that stuff, like the games like that, or is that
I
Go ahead.
don't, but
is it
That's
popular?
probably a pretty interesting thing to freaking watch.
I mean,
I mean-
I did shot put and stuff like that in PE at school
Yeah.
and stuff. But other than that, no, not really. It's not something I pay
Into
too
the
much
Highland
attention
games.
to. Not really.
That's some major hardcore shit too.
Throwing a
Throw
log.
a fucking telephone.
Throwing a
pole.
log and
Yeah.
I threw a
Holy
log the other
shit.
day. I fucking dump a log every morning. What the fuck you guys have fucking issues? You guys are talking about logs. Fuck. You should have seen the
Yeah.
you should have seen the split of logs. Shit.
Oh,
You know,
holy
it's
crap.
it's funny because
That's funny.
we talk of I talk to people, I talk like to you, Crow, I talk to Gabi, all these guys from the UK, Scots, whatever, all these fucking I haven't talked to an Indian guy, kind of curious, because the ones we deal with are they're fucking assholes. Anyways,
What now? You have to be more specific. than
dot
just
heads,
saying-
the fucking ones that
Indian.
have the dots.
Oh, now.
Oh.
Okay.
Not the Native American cry
Not
every
the-
single time a piece of trash hits the floor Indian. Not
Right.
those, not
Okay.
firewater guys.
Hey, now watch out.
Yeah.
Now
You're
watch
Listen,
out.
My wife got a
I'm-
DNA
I'm
thing.
half
My wife is like a
or
59.
3/8. So watch out.
I'm trying to get my wife to go get some fucking native benefits because you get a lot
Yeah.
of money too. You get like 20 grand when you're like 21 or something like that. It's pretty interesting stuff. I used to have to
I
do
think
a
you
lot
have
of
to be part of a reservation, though.
you have to prove that you're a certain percentage native.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
then
In my family, there was a big fight about that because I had one distant relative that my brother was trying to get his hands on documents that they had. And so they weren't giving them up. It was basically a family fight inside
Okay.
the family.
They fucking
one
hostage 'em,
one
huh?
side wanted
That
to keep
sucks.
all the gold and the other they wanted to keep the other ones out of it, basically. Well, it really wasn't really gold. It actually had to do with land ownership. But
Right.
my brother tried to get this decades ago from relatives of ours in Texas. And I'm talking, like direct relatives, not like it's like cousins of ours. And, we're on the same bloodline, but they were holding out. And to the point of being stupid about it. And,
Yeah.
so we're I'm my grandmother was half Cherokee. Well, I think her mother was half, her father was full blood, and so that make her 3/4, if you want to call it that. But it's weird how all that works. And then that was just my mom's side. My dad's side, something else. So this family infighting that happened with these cousins is just nuts. But I mean, there's proof out there. But fuck. We've been off the reservation for long time. So good times.
A red
But
Indian. Oh.
you're an Indian, Crow? I didn't know that.
I'm
shit.
not. No, I'm just reading
Holy
Time
fuck.
Prophets.
he's
So,
a
so how the fuck
Scotsman.
did you get over there?
He's a Scotsman.
I'm just reading. I'm reading Time Prophets. Does that make you
Oh,
a red
Red
Indian?
Wait, I like Jens Peters or Papa Cotton convenience store
Yes.
versus the cigar store.
Yeah. Holy shit!
That pretty much sums it up. That
Pookie,
pretty much sums it up
Why'd you
right
go
there.
blank? I was gonna say hello to the. I saw the kid. We got a rare sighting of the child Bigfoot. Holy shit.
Child's
Well,
Bigfoot.
Wookie,
Yeah.
tell the kid we said hello. What's up, Wookie kid? I don't know what we would call
Oh,
Wookie. Little Wookie.
little,
Lookie.
Looky. Yeah, there we go.
Lookie. Yeah, little Wookie is Lookie.
Oh,
Lookie,
shit.
it's little Wookie.
It's little Wookie. No
shit.
shit. Yeah,
And we went
this
off
is
fucking
yeah, Papa Cotton. That is an excellent analogy.
You know, you can't find those fucking those wooden cigar Indians anymore. They used to be. I remember they would have them outside the gas stations. You know what I mean?
The last time I saw one was actually over here in front of a store in Welton, Arizona. It was actually across the street from the Circle K. I kid you not.
Got you, little running Wookie.
Yeah.
Or like they
little-
say,
little running Wookie.
Kotonka. Holy shit. Little running Wookie. It's kind of racist, actually. Which part? Little running Wookie or the Indian smoking cigar? I see no problem here.
It's kind of racist, actually. Well,
Uh-huh.
yes.
What would be your name, Wookie?
30 years
If
ago,
you could,
no, but now, yeah.
what would be your name, Wookie, if you were native?
Would be my name.
Yeah. Is it kind of like the porno names that it's like the
No.
first street you like your dog's name
No,
and the street you lived in?
no,
No. Okay.
no,
What is it?
no.
Are
Hang
you
on.
ready?
I'll
First
show you
car?
what mine would be.
Cross legs. He who cross legs.
No, sitting
Furry
Wookiee.
man with cross legs.
Sitting Wookie.
Sitting Wookie. God damn it.
Oh my
Fucking-
god.
I thought he was talking about hairy man with fucking shaved face. You know.
No.
Or Greek, whichever one you fucking Greek
No.
man, but whatever.
No.
Shit. God damn it.
Oy.
Yeah, so make sure you take care of your cars, okay?
Yeah.
Because it's important that
Yes.
he who eats
Cars.
God
Oh my
damn it,
God.
man.
The
Yo,
car.
Time Prophet, why do you want to mess with us today? We were actually like kind of missing you. Now.
Wait
What's
a
that?
minute. What is this? He who eats
eats
burgers.
burgers.
Yeah, well,
What is it? Akinsa chualats? What is that? Is that the translation to he who chews burgers? It's well, let me see what I know in the only thing I know in native, right, is Navajo and is yohete, which means like good morning or good afternoon. It's just a greeting.
Mhm.
Because I had to what was that?
I have no knowledge.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
Wait a minute. Half. And you don't know the language of your people?
No.
I'm just fucking with you. You're
I'm Heinz 57, dude. I'm not
Oh,
like,
you're mixed. You're 57
got, like,
flavors.
I got like on one side I got Cherokee and Blackfoot. The other side is what the fuck? Yeah, Cherokee, Blackfoot, probably some Sioux. Yeah, Sioux Indian. Yep, on the other side of the family. So yeah, and then different Europeans, mostly English. So
I'm curious. Time Prophet, what would my Indian name be? What would Corell's Indian name be? You're half whale. Cool. Gotcha.
he's half whale,
Sorry.
no, half Welsh.
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
What's the difference? What is Welsh? I know I can look it up, but
Isn't
there's
it
people
like
here.
it's a region there in
Wales.
on
Yeah.
England, isn't it?
In where? Where?
And down England way, it's Wales.
Wales.
Wales,
So I was
yeah.
right. I was correct.
Isn't it like on the east coastal area, lower portion of Great Britain?
Yeah.
Also known to have the most castles. Am I correct?
I
In
don't
an
know.
area, Wales. I think it has most castles in an area. I was watching this fucking guy eat the world's largest English breakfast. They have this competition in this little Willie P man who talks to Red. God, fuck you, Time Prophet. I like it. I like it. think Lookie's gonna fucking cry.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Yeah, we'll be
Holy
right back.
shit.
Slide out. Do they have more castles in
Time
Scotland? No
Prophet.
shit.
No, they have more castles in
No, so
Scotland.
this guy was eating a fucking English breakfast. I think it's what it was.
Lovely.
It was a food show. And I don't know, it was maybe 10, 15 pounds of food, you know. And it's fucking that's all I know about Wales.
Don't they have something
Besides-
called like a blood pudding or something like that?
Yeah,
Blood pudding is that's a sausage, right?
I think so, pretty much.
Right? The stuff.
yeah.
See, I love that shit. That shit's delicious. Because that as a fucking Puerto Rican from the island, that's full size, sorry. As a guy from the island, I hate that shit, but they make it a little bit different. Still fucking good though, you know.
Mm-hmm. Time Prophet. Nobody in England eats an English breakfast.
Well, this guy called it an English breakfast, but he's
Jens, Welsh people are the true English people as they ran to the hills from the Vikings.
Where is my friend? We're watching Booba, boys. Do you guys know what Booba is? This little dinosaur guy that he's like he kind of looks like Wookiee. No, seriously. Hey, Wookiee, if you have an opportunity, look up Booba. Actually, fuck, I'll do it for you. Now, I just want the only one that can answer on this is Wookiee. Okay. So let me get a picture of Booba. You little shit. Okay, get the screen. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's go to StreamYards. Let's fucking. How do you work this piece of shit? There we go. Okay. Present. Share screen. So in StreamYard, what you do is go to share screen icon. Once you're done with the share screen icon, you move to what you want to share. You hit screen 1 and share. Now you see this guy behind me?
Yeah,
Kind of.
That's
your head's
Booba.
in the way and your dildo, but you know.
I should let you screen. No. Yeah. Holy shit! A bit
Nice.
wait.
I like how you did that with your background. Uh-oh.
What did I do now?
I don't know. Oh,
Let's kind of slow down a little bit there.
It's a bit.
Yeah,
rate.
you're slowing. What happened?
Yeah.
I like how you did that
Oh.
with your background.
What's that?
When
What
you
was
had the screen as your backdrop behind you.
Oh, my well, there's a reason why I do that. Because so like when I do my own shit. Well, I'll give you an example. Here, I'll show you. Since fucking you like this shit. You won't get copyright strike on this shit. But
I would just like to make a point
Yeah,
there.
Jens just giving us a definition here of what black pudding is. It's congealed pig's blood with blobs of fat in it, shaped like a sausage. Well, there we
And
go.
sometimes it comes battered and tastes really, really good.
Oh, battered? I gotta try that,
Battered.
man. That sounds
Deep
fucking
fried, I hope too.
delicious.
Yeah,
When Wookie
absolutely.
does
A
his
black
woodworking
pudding
stream.
supper. That's what we call it. Black pudding supper. It comes with chips. Deep fried. It's great.
When-
Love it.
Time Prophet here. He's needling me. Says when Wookie does his woodworking stream, he will have to use StreamYards when he hits his thumb with the hammer. Yeah, there you go. And then Time Prophet. Oh,
Hey, when are you
it's,
gonna start that
it's
anyways?
phobias. Huh? During in the new year.
When are you gonna start that anyways?
In the new year.
That would.
That's
I'm going to be
a long
doing,
way too, though.
starting after Thanksgiving, I'm going to have 3-day weekends through New Year's. So each weekend I'm going to start doing some projects, maybe do a little filming here and there so that I can at least try to release something, toward the middle end of January. I mean, that's my plan. Whether it occurs or not is yet to be seen, but I have some ideas, and I think it's mostly going to be the stuff I know about, like picture frames and stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm going to frame. I've got a couple of comic books, I have a comic book and something else I want to frame, but I probably will do the comic book first because that's been on my mind
think you
ever since I got the comic book. So I will probably do that as a video first, and then there's another item I'm going to do as well. I'm going to have to do a recreation of it because it's something I've already made. So I just never filmed it. What do you got there in the back? What is that?
Oh, that's
Those
the
good-
Street Fighter.
Nice.
Capcom for Street Fighter. So when I do my fucking stream like this, it's like this because it's kind of going like I would say third party, and that's why it looks all glitchy,
Yep.
and then it's probably bit rate bullshit, anyways. But yeah, fucking gave me a good
Nice.
idea of fucking. You brought up the streams that you're like, gaming. Like last night we were doing Super
Mhm.
Mario Kart, which I did. Oh, God.
So Time Prophet, Thanksgiving is an American holiday of the first, I think it was the first year that the pilgrims or the escapees from England's religious persecution came over here in like 1692 or something like that. And they landed on Plymouth Rock and that whole 9 yards on the east coast of the United States. So that's their first year of survival. They had a Thanksgiving to commemorate their survival the first year being here. And so that's where it all started. And then became a national holiday, I think, under forget what president that made it a national holiday. So, but
Billy
Thanksgiving
Idol.
mostly has been
Billy
mostly
Idol.
it's just a commercialization right now of the start of the Christmas holiday shopping season. And Thanksgiving is traditionally on the 24th, or it's usually the last Thursday of the month of November.
That's correct.
And it's the last Thursday of the month of November, and then the Friday after that's known as Black Friday, and it's for shopping because that's Black Friday references the profits that are made in retail for the sales that are done on that day. It also commemorates the psychotic nature of everybody shopping too. Black, pretty dark, but that's what it is. It's a major holiday here. I'm going to get at least 4 days off next week. I'm going to get Thursday, Friday, and then of course the weekend. I might even have a half a day on Wednesday before that off paid. So it's
Hey, are we
paid
doing a
holiday.
Thanksgiving stream?
I have not thought about that.
You said
But-
yes. I heard you just said yes.
I had not thought about that.
Oh, I thought you said yes.
In Scotland, everything is deep fried. You name
Yes.
it, it's been deep fried.
Yes,
I'm hip
it
to that.
is.
That would be cool. I would be hip to that. What's time problem? Even Mrs. McCrunky has been deep fried. What is
Yeah, but
that?
She won't go. That's Nicholas Sturgeon. McCranky, that's what we call her. Stupid.
Yeah. Do you
I don't have
have to
faith.
wear Gars checked golf trousers on Thanksgiving?
I wear fucking slacks. I wear
No.
a button-up shirt for Thanksgiving, even in my own home. So it's fucking, I don't know, tradition maybe, respect.
Hold on. Look at that. Wait. What's uh-oh.
I'm fucking with the dog's tail.
Da-da-da-da. Oh. Wait. Yes, time profit. Battered Mars bars, I could go for that. Snickers
I've only
bars,
ever had one
Pringles
once.
Snickers bars, deep fried Twinkies, deep fried pizza, all that
Yep.
good stuff. Deep fried,
All.
Got my
everything.
fucking mic.
all deep fried. Where'd he go?
Look at my
Uh,
shit.
Do you have to go see a guy about a thing?
Nah, fucking kid was destroying something, and it might have been important, but I just wanted to check.
Yeah.
See, I just try to keep these kids alive. Whatever they fuck up, it is what it is. I don't.
What does he say? Says they are not Snickers, they are marathons. Yeah, but they're Snickers bars too. You ever have a Snickers bar?
It's
Those
the
are
same
good.
thing.
And I've seen those deep fried. We have
Not
fairs here. They deep fry all kinds of weird shit over
They
here.
deep fried butter.
Deep fried butter, deep
Yeah.
fried jalapenos. Yeah,
Come on, you want to see what we're doing more? The boys are still on it.
cheese stuffed jalapenos,
got a
deep
big-ass
fried,
head.
battered and everything. Oh hell yeah! They call them jalapeno poppers. Love those.
Deep fried butter.
Yeah, deep fried butter.
It's delicious. God damn, you smell. Does that make me a bad parent?
Yes, that's right, Papa Cotton. We were just saying we deep fried butter. Yeah, baby. We deep fried that. Lard and deep fried. I mean,
Hey, now that we got Time Profit on, hey, I got something so you can. I know you like looking up shit. Look up Sergeant Stubby. I don't know if you know who Sergeant Stubby is.
Sergeant
Okay.
Stubby.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, you sick fucks. Sergeant Stubby was a dog that served during World War One, and he is the most decorated animal in military history.
Was it a bulldog?
It was a little. Well, okay.
The
So
Marines have that little bulldog.
So this dog was in the United States Army
Okay.
during World War One. The 107th. We were talking about a stream, and then I started looking at World War One shit, and I ran into this fucking little dog called Stubby. Sergeant Stubby. His name was Stubby. Anyways,
Yeah.
the thing that he did, one thing he did, captured a fucking SS soldier. Okay, he was able to warn the soldiers about mustard gas because he was attacked, and after he got better, he was able to smell it. You know, he now knew what mustard gas smells like, and he could hear the mortar rounds flying in.
Yeah.
He had a little special gas mask that they made for him, and another thing he would do was a Boston Terrier. Well, it's debated. It's debated.
Yeah, it probably was a breed of terrier, but
they say that they're not too sure. But if you look at the pictures, he looks very like pit bully. You know what I mean? I remember seeing him as a kid briefly when we went to the Smithsonian because they have him in a stuffed in the Smithsonian. You can actually still see this dog. It's pretty cool.
Wow.
But he would also go into no man's land to identify where there were soldiers that were injured. So he would go in there, start fucking listen to somebody crying or something, and then he would wait by there and bark and wait for people to come in and save him. And then he would stay with the person during the whole entire time. I mean, it was incredible the kind of shit this dog did. Like he identified, hey baby, stop crying. I'm going to stream for like 10 minutes. It was like he could identify by the helmets who the good guys and the bad guys were. Like the history of this dog was so cool. And it's funny because the reason I really ran into it, my son,
he
I was
looks like
looking
a
for movies.
cross between a couple of breeds.
Doesn't he?
Modern ones.
Well, what it said was that at the time they were trying to breed the Boston Terrier. That's why I say it's kind of. So what they're saying was that he was kind of one of that in between Boston Terrier and that actual. It was a breeding thing, but he was found in the street in Yale University where they were conducting training, and the way that they were able to kind of keep this dog was that he saluted to the captain.
Yeah.
And that was how they were able to kind of keep the dog in the unit. I mean, it's a great history thing. I mean, if anybody wants to look it up.
I mean, dude, he's got a crap ton of freaking medals on him.
Yeah. Well, he got one from, damn, I got kids. Give me 1 second. He's got one from like getting that SS soldier because he actually did catch him. He was the soldier was trying to write schematics and damn, I got my fucking kids crying. I hate when this shit happens. Anyways, great stuff. Boys, I gotta fucking head out because I gotta put on my fake breast thing so that I can start fucking doing like you ever seen that movie The Parents Meet the Fuckers?
Yeah.
What's on the fake boob?
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
That's
what
I'm
I say.
gonna
You're
do
gonna
right
do
now.
the Robert De Niro thing.
Yeah,
fucking like
nice.
always. Great. And my power just fucking got cut because my son's playing with the electricity. All right, guys, I gotta go.
All right, take care.
See you later.
You guys have a good one. All right, boys.
All right, man. Have a good one. And then there were two. Well, shit. I'm gonna have to cut. I guess we could end it now because it's like we're in this to about 2 hours and something, 14 minutes already.
Sure, if you like. It's just about supper time.
Yeah, and I got to get rolling on stuff. It's almost 10 here. But I'd like to thank everybody in the chat. Papa Cotton, Jens Petters, the Time Prophet, the lovely Sherry, for coming in and saying hi. And being in the chat and participating. Please remember to like and subscribe. If you're not already subscribed, do it now. So, yeah. Hit the wrong button. Anyway, Yeah, cool. All right. Everybody, have a great weekend. And we might have a Thanksgiving stream. Who knows? But we'll see. All right, everybody. Have a good one. And thanks for
Have a
coming
nice
in.
day.
We'll see you next time. And have a good weekend.